morning, YouTube world. I'm here with my buddy Wayne, RV Prepper Wayne on YouTube, and we are going to start the day here in Panama City, Florida with a little bit of test driving and diagnosing. So we're headed over to Waffle House for some breakfast. And what do you got over there?
That's a scanner. I can read live data from the computer system on the van.
Okay. So we cleared the codes last night, but there were like 5 of them, right?
Yeah, I had 5 of them.
Okay, so we'll drive and wait till they come back on. The other good thing, we're just gonna drive around and rack up about 10 to 15 miles of driving, make sure the engine gets warm, park it for at least a half an hour. Hopefully we're gonna be emulating the issue of the hard starts while warm and after sitting for more than 10 minutes. And then we'll see what codes come up, and then we might have some ideas for a couple other things to check and diagnose. So we'll get back to you here in a little bit with what we find out. Alright, well, we'll find parking for this hog, and then we're going to jump out real quick and check that gas cap to see if it's still doing that really high pressure release vent that just to help diagnose. But alright, well, we just finished up lunch here at the Waffle House. Let's see, we're going to do the live scan here and see what it gives us. It's probably going to give us the hard start. It's been a half hour. It would only be normal if it did. As far as the gas cap, there have been times when I've gone to get gas after driving about 100 miles or so, and I go to untwist this, and it gives me a lot of pressure, like a lot of buildup. I kind of lean towards some kind of an evap valve purge system problem. Did it today, and it didn't really do it on this little drive, this little 15-minute drive, but, well, let's just start with starting it up and see what it does. All right, we'll give her a shot here, see what she does for us. Fires, dies, yeah, it's doing its normal thing. And now it fires up and pretty much stays running. Yeah, that's
Check
normal.
engine
Check
lights
engine
on.
lights on now. Yeah.
Okay, let me see what that is.
It's gonna be that high voltage thing.
High voltage. Ignition coil. Yeah, ignition coil control circuit high voltage.
That's new. Usually it's ignition control module circuit high voltage. Same system, but
yeah. There.
So for now, what we think we're gonna do is unscrew the gas cap in an effort to not allow that system to not release the pressure. So we're going to manually allow it to escape through the gas tank. Obviously that may throw a new code while we're driving 15 miles back to where we're going to be parked.
Yep, you got the
but
cap off.
I'm going to go do it right now.
Okay.
I wanted to see how it started with it still in. And then once we get parked here in 15 miles, do the same thing, let the RV sit for half an hour, see if keeping the gas cap off changes anything, and then we can start to explore other vents and and purges and stuff. So so we came back here and drove without the gas cap, and just for reference, did not get an evap code this time. Did not pop up. We drove some 30 miles this time, between 55 and 65 miles per hour. It never popped up once, but we're gonna let it sit here with the gas cap off to see if that changes something, and we'll go from there. Just kind of doing some fun diagnosing while we have a chance, basically. The 2 codes that we currently have right now are still the high voltage on the ignition coil, not the module, and we are getting a fuel system lean bank 1 code, which doesn't necessarily, well, I mean, I was always getting that one before, but yeah, we'll see. See here in a half hour. I'll cut back in here in a minute. All right, it's been about 35 minutes. We'll see if that gas cap changes anything. It beeped. At least it's a consecutive, right?
Okay.
So, all right.
Next thing we'll end up doing is tearing in the doghouse.
Yeah. All right, so it's 3 p.m. Kind of losing daylight. Well, it's cloudy. It's supposed to rain here in Florida. So today I'm not going to start tearing apart. In order to get the doghouse off again, I got to remove both seats got to unhook the subwoofer box. So before we start tearing into it, here's what we're gonna do. Parts wise, I got a new fuel tank valve. I thought that this was going to be the issue, obviously, with removing the gas cap and still not getting an evap code now. I don't know. So got it. Probably put that in later. I do have another ignition control module. Of course, if it's just going to fry this one with high voltage, then what's the point? But we're going to take Wayne's car and go to the store and get ignition coil. We're going to get a throttle position sensor and possibly even price some O2 sensors before and after the cat. One of them's not quite reading right, so that, and then probably also just price the fuel pressure regulator and the injectors in store. I actually did cancel my injector order because Wayne was telling me that those were actually remanufactured, even though they're Bosch and good quality. He told me that we should wait on that. So I can still reorder them later, or we can get them in store when we need them. But there are a couple more things that we can still do and check before getting onto the fuel rail inside there. So let's do the easiest stuff first, especially if they are physically causing a problem that we know about. So be back after we get back from the store. Cool, well, we just got back from Advanced Auto and got some parts to keep us busy for tomorrow. But Wayne's got another thing going on for the rest of the day, which is actually just fine because, like I said, it's gonna rain and I still gotta tear out the seats and get the doghouse accessible. So, but I wanted to show you one thing I did to get comfortable here, and that is I got my sewer line hooked up with the slowly coming downhill thing, whatever you call it. The sewer staircase, that's what we'll call it. So yeah, it goes down from there, continues to go down, so the system is gonna work. And while I'm here for the month or so, I'm going to keep gray open. You don't ever want to keep the black tank open because that'll just allow only the liquids to come through, and all of your solids and toilet paper will just clog up the tank. So even though you're hooked up all the time, you still just want to pull this once a week. And actually the day before you do it, close up your gray water and let a little bit of gray water stay in there so you can pull that and rinse out the hose when you do it. This attachment here I got is screwed in. It's pretty much the standard if you're going to be long-term anywhere. That way no odors and fumes get out anywhere, and it's completely sanitary. Let me go inside the RV and show you what parts we got for tomorrow though. Alright, so here's what we got. We got the fuel pressure regulator, which is going to be a while before we get to that guy. We got the ignition coil. Jax, hi honey. He's like, what? Who are you talking to? Got the throttle position sensor. That's something else that we thought might be going bad because it's fluctuating on the live view on the scanner. So we think it's not working correctly, and that should be an easy thing to do. And then we got one more oxygen sensor because the upstream bank 1 now is kind of reacting in a way that's not working. And we got kitty belly. Of course we got the kitty belly. Got the kitty belly. Belly. It's awfully quiet out here at this RV park, I will say that. It's kind of nice. Just getting dark and watching some football inside. So I'll just get back to you here within a couple days, guys. This is all we got done today because we're just kind of taking our time, making sure we explore every possible other route. That's the good thing about having somebody who wants to diagnose things before we just start digging in. It's like, let's cut out all this easy, simpler stuff first just to make sure, right?
Breaking news out of the southwestern Caribbean. The area that we've been monitoring the last couple of days is now Tropical Depression 16. We'll zoom in a little bit closer.
Are you kidding me?
Straight. Here's Costa Rica, Central America. There's Nicaragua, and this is the depression. Winds now 35 miles per hour, and the movement is northwest at 7, so it's actually drawing closer to the Nicaraguan coastline. Here's the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. This just came out a few minutes ago. It is expected to become a named storm. It would be Tropical Storm Nate. In fact, we've already got tropical storm warnings issued for portions of Honduras and Nicaragua. This is Friday morning, about 2 days from now. Then it starts rolling through the warm waters, and then it enters the Gulf of Mexico the southern Gulf of Mexico by Saturday. Now, once it gets to this point, there is a lot of uncertainty as to exactly where this will go. And you look at the current track, still pay attention to the entire cone of uncertainty. It is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane.
That's Panama City right there.
Tampa Bay is outside of the cone, but right now we're looking at an area from Mississippi all the way
It's literally going to hit at Panama City.
Big Bend. Then it weakens as it rolls into the southeast.
Not exactly the kind of news I was hoping for as soon as I get to Florida. I don't understand how this is forming so quickly and getting up here. Didn't we have like so much time with Hurricane Harvey and Irma? This one, just to give you guys an idea, I'm just being honest with you, I'm filming this on Thursday. You're probably going to see this on Friday. So, and they're saying landfall by Sunday. Please understand, at this time right now, they don't even really know where it's actually going to hit landfall. And I'm just a little nervous now. I cannot believe my luck. I promise you, Jackson and I will be safe no matter what. We will find a way to get out of here if it really does hit. But I'll try to give you guys an update for Saturday. Just want to let you know. Boy, life's an adventure. I'm in an RV though, so I'm never stuck to one spot, but certainly tearing apart the engine of the... I don't know, man. We'll see you soon, guys. Be safe. Bye-bye. Now we're gonna, again, tune in live to see what the diagnosis says and everything, and see if it's gonna...